Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. There's the whistle. Peter, oh, what has happened here? Nedved, Mbappe. Tries a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff! Just a fraction high.
Cruyff probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. They get a throw in. Nice interception, well timed. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vieira. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. First quarter of an hour gone. Messi. Thuram.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's managed to get free. Mateus. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they
Alo. Selamünaleyküm.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to
Gelmeyen dedim, dayanamadım yine. Ben de kendi kendime konuşmuşum ya. Ne yapıyorsun sen bu saatte, normalde şey yapmazsın?
Yarın nöbete gideceğim.
He.
Yarınkini bugün oynuyor.
Bak dur şimdi dur. Şu sesi kısayım dur. He. Akşama gidiyorsun değil mi nöbete? Gündüz evdesin o zaman.
Gündüz evdeyim.
Ne yapıyorsun? Klasman mı oynuyorsun? Ne yapıyorsun?
Klasman oynuyorum da online değil. Şeye karşı.
He. Niye öyle yapmıyorsun? Bak emmim bile çıkmış bire. Vallahi.
Ya beni sinir ediyor. Çıkmam yani. Boşver.
Ne sinir olacak ne var? İnat edeceksin. Ona göre çıkarsın ya. Ben bakma uğraşmıyorum. Bu Call of Duty oynuyoruz. Çoktan çıkardım ben de. İlk maçı oynuyorum şu anda. Bakalım ne olacak. Hadi be.
Ya burada da bire çıksan sayıyor zaten de.
Aynı olmuyor. Canım sen de. Hop. Aslanım benim be.
Oynaması daha rahat burada. O yüzden oynuyorum.
He, anladım. Stres yapmıyorum.
Stresten ziyade bir de yani attığım pas yerine geliyor. Donma olmuyor. Bir şey olmuyor. Oraya giriyorum. İkide bir donuyor. Ayağından top çıkartmıyor. İyice sinir ediyor beni.
Ya aynen. Sen gene de bunu...
Klasmanda biraz o sıkıntı var ya. Oynayamıyorsun. Burada olmayınca.
Ha şimdi ben gruba paylaştım gördün mü?
Gördüm.
Bir şeye şikayet edin mi? Ne dedi o? Bir şey yapın diyor. Ben bakmadım.
Şikayet bölümüne yaptım.
Yazın abi adamlar her şeyi denemek lazım ya. Türkiye'de. Şerefsizler.
Yani denemek lazım.
Niye
Onu
birbirine çarpıyor?
İkra insan başlattı. Ben gördüm onu. İlk aynen oydu. Onu da devam etti. O çocuk devam etti.
Ah! Hadi veriversen ne olur be. Hadi oğlum. Bak geçmiyor. Nasıl attın abi kaleci? Sen ne yapan ya? Nasıl tutmuyorsun ya? Adam dokundu gol oldu ya.
Ben de öyle bir maç yaptım. Adam geliyor vuruyor gol. Vuruyor gol. Deli etti beni. Ben sanki kalede hiç kimse yok. Bir de kaleci en iyi kaleci var benim. Bir Michael var. Gene de adamlar vurduğunu gol atıyor. Hareket etmiyor ki adam oyuncular. O yüzden sinir oluyor.
Baksana abi adama verdi. 1-2 dakikada 2 gol attı adam. Bu ne ya? Bak bir de bunda gerçekten de bug var. 45 artı bug'ı var. Veyahut da 90 artı bug'ı var. Kesinlikle var yani.
Bak canım var. Bunlar var ya, onlar kesin gol oluyor. Ya uzaklaştırabilirsen uzaklaştırın, yoksa gol. Hiç kaçarı yok yani.
Yani çok ilginç ya. 3-0'dan 3-2 yaptı adam.
Ama ben uzaklaştırıyorum, adam hala 45 artı 1 vermiş, 48'de hala oynatıyor yani. İlla gol yedirecek.
Aynen. Ben de atarım. Ben de atarım.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Bak ne güzel vuruyor. Abone.
Oluyor da gece de oynamıyoruz ki. Gündüz daha boktan. Gündüz hiç oynar.
Well, you've always got to have players that are
Gündüz
willing to
aynı.
make the runs.
Zor
When
oluyor
you
ya.
keep plugging away, that will happen.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Bu da ya işte nasıl maç yaptığınız diye. Tamam, bu da ondan zorluyor yani mesela. Her şeyi hatasız oynuyor. Oynamak zor oluyor.
İşte onu bir halletseler. Bir de öyle denese millet.
Vieira. And it's from Mario. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent
Yapma
run,
Mehmet.
but the pass just lacked pace.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Davids, nicely weighted ball.
Bak bak. Bak benim bu niye olur ki? Ya niye olur yani?
That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Owen. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was
Ya
stifled.
baksana.
That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's from Mario.
Ayağını,
Played into space
top
out
ayağını
wide.
gelmeden elini ayağını çekmen lazım. Yoksa açıyorlar ayağını.
Hmm.
That's what has to
Ondan
be
oluyor.
done now. No question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Sen bugün yoktun.
Ama
Keşke.
ya, girmedim. O film seyrettim. 3 tane arda arda. Bir de saat 8 gibi uyumuş kalmışım. 8 mi 9 mu?
He's got the shot away.
Uyumuş kalmışım.
Oynadı,
The
Call of
keeper
Duty
has
oynadı.
reacted superbly there.
Kim? Ha,
Really
Call of Duty mi?
anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bilgisayarda
He
oynadı.
he, onlar oynuyor. Her gün oynuyorlar. Ya. Ben işte ondan girmedim pek. Adam gol yemeden bitirmem lazım ya bu işi. Yani 3 tane atmışım.
Iran with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hadi oğlum. Aha. Tut tut tut
Seen
tut tut
that
tut.
early.
Hadi be.
Sixth
Arkamdan
sense.
geçiverdi top.
Losing in on the last quarter of an hour. Can he spark a counter
Hadi lan.
here? Thuram spots it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well,
Nasıl
there's
bir pas
plenty
bu
to
ya?
like about this approach. Get
Nasıl
your
bir
head
pas
down,
bu ya?
keep battling away, and eventually things might change.
Big chance.
Abi adam attı gördün mü? 4-4 yaptık ya. Böyle salaklık olur mu ya?
Oh, that was a cracking
Mına
little
kodum
exchange
oyunu
to
ya.
set up the
Yazık
finish.
günah
A
ya.
lovely
Yemin ederim.
understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Oh, they
Bak
could
bak
be
bak
caught out
attıracak
here.
bana.
He's got away. It's a throw in. Now it's Owen. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Eto. And the shot. It's in. And the comeback is complete.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like
Gerçekten de
that
bazen
when you surrender
oynamamak
the football.
gerekiyor. Böyle sinir edecekse dediğin gibi. Yani yazık günah ya.
Sen bitirdin mi görevleri?
Bitirdim 19 yazıyor ya orada.
Bitirmişsin o zaman. Sonuncuyu şeyden verecek. O giriş puanı şeyinden verecek.
Hmm. Dokuz tanesi belli olmuştu ya Adnan abi. Gönderilmiş de gönderdiydim gruba. Da bilmiyorum nasıl oluyor. Kaç toptan çektirecekleri belli değil ki. Kimisi 300 diyor, kimisi 200 diyor, bir şeyler. Facebook'ta.
We have got changes here from both sides in fact.
Bilmiyor ki işte ne.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Bilmiyorum.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
It's an inviting looking ball that.
Yazık günah ya, yemin ederim hadi.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Ronaldinho. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Hayır abi niye dönüp de vurmam ya? Anlamıyorum ben bu işi.
Iran clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ha,
Vieira. Iran have a free kick. Time added on 4 minutes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
5-4 yenildim adama. 3-0 yendiğim adamı.
To the very end, momentum shifting this way.
Oyun gibi be. Oyun gibi. Yürü.
Ne diyeyim bir şey diye. Gel Call of Duty oynayak istersen.
Yok be. Ne Call of Duty bu saatten sonra Call of Duty. Ben zaten biliyorum klasmana girem dedim. 3-4'e emmim çıkmış canım çekti. Ondan girdim de aslında. Baksa böyle olacaksa sinir oluyorum ya. Sen niye girmiyorsun Call of Duty? Adamlar mesela 3 kişi. 4. sen niye girmiyorsun ki? Girsene.
Ne bileyim şey yapmıyor. Ben de girmedim ya.
Yani şey yapmıyorlar mı? Gireceksin
Bir de
abi.
ben evde misafir vardı bugün zaten giremedim. Onlar
Bazen eksik
iyi.
oluyor. Biz de oluyoruz eksik mesela. Bir kişi olmuyor. 3 kişi şeye dalıyor. Rebirth'e dalıyorlar bu sefer. Rebirth'te ben fazla oynayasım gelmiyor Rebirth. Bayıyor beni. Bu küçük adaya atlıyorsun ya işte. Gemi var. Ufak adaya atlıyorsun. Büyük haritada da bu sefer yapamıyorsun. Gerçi birinci olduk biz 4 kişiyle geçen gün de. Vallahi yazık sinir oldum ya yemin ediyorum. Böyle durduğuma bakma delirdim aslında da. Bana kodum o oyunu ya. Ha, bu da 5'li defans yapmış gari. Sittin sene geçemezsin. Ya 3 tane 3-0 yendiğin adama 5-4 nasıl yenilirsin ya? Böyle bir saçmalık var mı? 4.'yü de attım hadi. Ne yapıyorsun amına kodum ne yapıyorsun ya? Amına kodum 5 tane defans yapıyor. Bir de 2 de dost koymuş oraya. 7 tane.
Bu Kante gene gelmedi bana. Bir tane adam kaldı.
Bana da gelmedi. Bana da gelmedi.
Bir tane adam kaldı. Bir tane.
Bendeki hala herhalde.
O da sürede bu ayın Temmuz'un sonunda biteceğimiş.
He. Yenisini başladılar.
Değil mi?
Başladılar abi. Şey yapmaz. Ya ana da söyleyeceksin şimdi bunu. Amına kodum ne yapan ya? Hiçbir şey de değiştirmiyorsun ya. Ne bekliyorsun abi? Tövbeler olsun ya.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
Ben mi ne yapmışım ben? Adam bana gelip şey yapıyor, gol veriyor ya bana, böyle salak oğlum, top bende ya. Sını avradını ya. Bak.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Such good technique.
Good read, needed to be. And the counter is on.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Mateus. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Owen. Pirlo. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tar. Owen. Davids. Pirlo. Oh, can he get onto this? Davids cuts out the pass. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vieira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good.
Ya niye adamın üstüne gitmiyorsun? Amına kodum pası ya. Küfür etmeyeceğim diyorum, bu ille ettirecekler bana ya. Bak bak ya bak.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free.
Salaklığı niye yapıyorum ikide bir ya?
Gets a good foot in there.
Of.
Hullet, and he's had a hit. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Hullet has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
That has been cut short.
Ben anlamam abi, niye yatarak pas atarsın ya sen? Sen niye yatarak pas atarsın abi ya?
And again the keeper stands strong.
Yeah, while he was happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Nedved powering forward here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mateus, and he's intervened well there. That's a shade optimistic. Check getting this one clear.
Çok saçma.
And he's there to
Ya,
retrieve it. Mateus, Hullet. Davids.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's tried one! That is decidedly lacking.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the
Bir
break.
şekilde atmam lazım. Buraya mı gördün? Nasıl oldu? Oğlum nereye gittin?
Well, it's a
Hadi
nice
nereye
idea,
gittin?
but
Gördün
the
mü?
execution was lacking.
Aşağı.
Sharp pass. He's shifting through and Hullet! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but
Bu ses
sadly
ne lan
not great
Yıldırım?
precision.
Oyun.
Ha ne oyunu?
Thuram gets over and intercepts.
Ryan var ya.
And it's Hullet.
Ryan oyun.
Ha
Still waiting
niye
for the
mikrofondan
game's first breakthrough goal.
dışarı mı veriyorsun ses?
That
Sen
is
nasıl geliyor
Gosselin
bana o?
away. An
Hey
attempt which in
televizyondan
hindsight was
şey
probably
telefon
just beyond.
nedir onun adı?
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Hı.
Joystick'ten
That is
konuşuyorum ya.
good strength.
Ha
Oh, good read.
ben nasıl
That
diyorum
was
diyorum
well
onu ya.
played, well stopped.
Öyle diyorum başka türlü.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Owen,
Allah aşkına
unable
ya.
to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Rahatsız ediyorsa kapatayım.
Hayır rahatsız etmiyor. Ne diye merak ettim ya.
Oh, he's found support
Valor,
out
Valor bir şey diyor. Kim diyorum bu ya? Nereden
Mateus.
geliyor?
Benim 3 sıraya düşmüş de alayım deneyim dedim de
He?
3 boyutlu bu ya.
Vardiol.
3 boyutlu olmasa gıcık olmuş.
Hullet.
Adam nereye koşturduğunu anlamıyor.
Abi niye? Ha.
Triol makes the interception. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has
Sinir
been
oldum
of
az
a
önce
very
de ben.
high level,
Ondan
certainly defensively,
oynayamıyorum
as
ya.
both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Yarın mı? Yarın
To review the
pazartesi.
first half.
Well,
Yarın
there's
ne
one
gelecek?
standout,
Bir şey mi
Peter,
gelecek
that
acaba?
needs improving, and that's the
Yarın
pass.
Ünlem Turam
Too
geliyor.
often it's been found wanting,
Hadi ya.
much to the
2
frustration
metrelik
of
kaleci
everyone
geliyor.
around,
2 metre
and
2
I'd
santim.
go so far as
Kimmiş
to
o?
say that it's the biggest contributor as to
Sana
why
verdiler
we
diye.
have the
Onun
scoreline
epi
we do.
geliyor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started.
Burada kafacı geliyor. Adelan
And the
kafası var.
game has already resumed here.
1.92.
Aleykümselam
Kafası
Adnan Emre.
So neither
açılacak.
side has yet broken through.
Kafacılar açar onu kesin.
Hı.
Well timed.
Adamlar top açmayın diye yazmış ama
Oh, he's
Ha.
through the middle. Just the goalkeeper to
girdim
beat.
top açmayın diye yazmış.
Superb goal.
Turam santrafor olan diyor. Ha.
Santrafor var. Senin kaleci bir tane daha var da o kim bilmiyorum. Oraya yazsın Adnan abi
That
bilir.
really is so impressive.
Şeye de Sedat'a da şey çektim oradan.
Ne?
Laman forvet vardı ya. Stakovic muydu? Neydi o?
Ha,
Yamal
Stankovic mi?
So the first
Evet.
goal of the game.
Penaltı mı?
Topa da iki topa
Nerede?
o geldi. Yamal'ın oradan Yaman.
Ha ha Yaman orada tamam.
Çift gözlü 104 105 oluyor hatta da 104'e bıraktım.
And that's
Bak
another
verdiği yere bak
good
abi.
goal.
Adam Gullit geliyor oradan. Niye oraya veriyorsun ya?
Pirlo just eases him off the ball.
İlla abi.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Mitominay. Gö diyor. Maktominay. Maktominay.
Pirlo. That is good alertness. Nedved under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to
Abicim
realize, Peter, is they
önüne
won't get
attım
away with
ha.
excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Ha. Ha.
Delightful ball.
Mik-
Puyol cuts it
Milinkovic
out.
geliyormuş
Could be
kaleci.
danger here. Now then, the ball's come loose.
The
Almost an
attendance
hour
for this
gone.
match was 72,306.
Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Goes down, but nothing given. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Hullet.
Saçmalığa bak
And he
ya.
cuts out the supply. Pass somewhat off target. And they're quick to get it back. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Ya aldım işte geçsene.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Adam neyi çekmeyeceğim diyordun da kendi
What are you
kendime
thinking?
Well, considering
Ha.
they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveler.
oynatmıyor abi. En iyi adam da gelse fark etmiyor ya. Oynatmadıktan sonra.
İyice şey yapmışlar
In
bence
with
ya.
the challenge.
Kontrol ediyorlar abi bir şekilde.
Most accurate pass. Hullet. He's going for goal. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with
Allah.
it.
So, third corner of the game. That pass isn't the best. And now they can spring out of defence.
Görmem ya gelmiyor ya.
Almost
Gelmiyor abi ya.
75 minutes on the clock now.
Ben nasıl dağıtacağım ya bunu?
Davids.
Gelsin diye daha nasıl atacağım ya?
Nedved.
Allah senin cezanı
Maldini
versin ya.
gets good distance on it.
Yazık günah abi ya. Vallahi bak. Ver. Bak bak bak
They're
bak bak.
back on the ball again.
Bak abi bak.
Besiktas really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Geçsene ya.
Gets across to intercept that. And it's Hullet.
Bak bak. Aldı. Aldırmadı.
Guardiol cuts out the pass. Mateus. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. No, that's been intercepted. Oh no, he's got that wrong. He could be in here. Puyol gets over and intercepts.
Ya ne yapan abi sen Gullit'sin ya. Ne yapıyorsun?
Beautifully
Bir kere
weighted.
sen orada ne yapıyorsun ya?
Besiktas are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Pass is just off target.
At oğlum at at.
Decent hit.
At.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Emmi. Ne yapan? Emmi. Canım sıkkın emmi ya. Baksana ya. İzle bakalım da ilk maçı 3-0 yeniyorum. 5-4 yendirdi bana ilk maç. Bu ikinci maç. Böyle salaklık olur mu ya? 3-0, 5-4 bitti oyun. 3-0'da yeniyoruz yani. Allah'ım ya. Gel de delirme amına kodum oyununa ya. İyice çekti geriye. Ya emmi ilk defa mı çıkıyoruz bu şeye? İlk defa bir kerecik çıktın sen de. Gari bir sene konuşursun gari. Ben beş kere 6 kere çık bakalım ben gibi ondan sonra tamam ya. Ustalaştın mı? Ben sinir stresten çıkamıyorum bazen. Bazen Call of Duty oynamaktan çıkamıyorum. Ben çoktan çıkmam lazımdı ya. İkiye ben hemen bir iki günde çıktım ikiye. Ama uğraşmadık ondan sonra. Saldık şeye Call of Duty'ye. İlk defa da o kadar hızlı çıktıydım ikiye yani. Uğraşmadan fazla. Baksana ya, baksana abi. Of. Pas istediğin yere gitmiyor. Bir şeyler. Bak. Bak adamın gittiği yere bak. İkinci maçta yenildik. Oynamaya bazen oynamayacaksın ya. Gerçekten. Düştük. Görüyor musun? 2 maç kaybettik. Hemen düştük şeye.
Ya bugün gelmemiş mi oyuna?
Kim?
Emmi. Aykut emmi.
Arkadan mı? Bilmiyorum ki. Gelmemiş herhalde. O bira çıktı ya oynamaz gari o. Düşmeyeyim diye aşağı. Bugün açmadım diyor. Ah. Sezon ne zaman bitiyor sezon? 10'unda.
Perşembe günü bitiyormuş ya.
10'unda işte. Bugün ayın
Allah
6'sı mı? YZ'yi çıkarırsın. YZ ne olacak ya?
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The scenery unmistakable. The
Ya niye yetişemezsin ki ona? Ben anlamam
the
ya.
noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers.
Vallahi billahi ya var ya.
And as you can see,
Alsana abi. Niye almıyorsun?
Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one
Oğlum
of the
bak
greatest fullbacks
yaptığı
ever, perhaps.
ya çok küfür edesim geldi gene bak. Yaptığı şeye bak ya adam top şeye gitmiyor. Owen'a gitmiyor, ötekine gidem diye uğraşıyor. Yavaşta vurduk da. Bak bak bak bak bak.
Yeah, and once described by one of the
Allah
world's greatest managers as
Allah.
the most intelligent player I ever coached. And he was quick to react.
Ya stres yapmayacak ne? Salak salak adamlara boş yere yenildim. Emem yazık ya. Baksana ya baksana abi baksana.
Neither side especially adventurous
Bak
early on.
salaklıkları izle yani.
De Jong running with the ball.
Bak bak ben oraya mı atıyorum mesela bunu? Allah Allah.
Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Messi. In with the challenge. Owen. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Ve vurdu mu abi gelişine vurdu mu adama gitsin
Pass is,
tekrar diye.
somewhat less than ideal.
Sport Recife.
He's got the ball.
Tutma amına kodum galecisi tutma.
Well, they can break here. He's played him through. Well, that had the makings of
Abi
something
Owen
like
nerede ya? Bak
It's
Owen nerede? Ribery'nin orada ne işi var ya? Ribery forvet misin sen? Owen
for a moment,
nerede duruyor? Ribery nerede
but
duruyor
has
ya?
to go again.
Tövbeler olsun ya.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Besiktas so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Hı, attır gol attır ya.
Mateus. Owen. Davids. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Neymar, a player so deservedly
O,
decorated
iptal ettim
with
aslında
praise
da.
and glory.
Gene de vurdu.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked.
Ben
authority.
anlayamadım ya bu
A
işi.
cause of mild
Gerçekten.
frustration.
Bu işi anlayamadım ben ya.
Played out to the right. Oh, nice one too. Very nice. He rises! Good delivery, but no joy.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Abi ben anlayamadım ya gerçekten. Adam Owen'ın forvette durmuyor adam. O OS'de Owen duruyor. Ribery forvete sürüyor oyun ya. Ben anlamadım bu işi. Tövbeler olsun ya.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Owen. And it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi. Kaká. And he's managed to get free. Well read, nice interception. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing.
Allah Allah.
Tries a shot!
Allah Allah.
Oh, Besiktas!
Attığın golden de keyif
Lacking for
alamıyorsun ki.
neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Besiktas have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's through here. Now it's
Huh.
Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Bu salaklığı hep yapıyorum ya. Başka.
Vieira. Kaka in acres of space out wide. Well played. That has
Hani adam?
snuffed out the danger. Pullet. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Tövbeler olsun ya. Nereye gidecekken adam dokunuyor ya.
Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Besiktas leading 1-0 at the break.
Hello, everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary to our fan club members. Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Besiktas definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
De Jong. Ribéry. Well timed, excellent interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get onto this? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Vur lan. Ya vursana amına kodum. Orta açtım ha ben.
Van Basten. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Messi. There's the hit. Oh, this looks sharp. Mateus.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Besiktas with the corner. They're first. Gets his head to it! And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Taken off it pretty forcefully. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Ya vur amına kodum çocuğu.
Face to face with the keeper.
Tövbeler olsun ya. Vurmadı ya. Vurmadı ya.
Neymar.
Vallahi vurmadı
Just coming
ya.
up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And here's Hullet. Recife are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least.
Bak nereye atıyor bak.
Because
Ay
they've
yerden
got to be
atmadı
ready
da.
to hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now that's been intercepted. And here's Van Basten. And here's Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Pullet has created one goal already. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to
Bak,
get
bak,
on the
bak,
front
bak.
foot and grab another. Just try to make this one.
Now it's Ribery. Pass is just off target. Buffon sends that a long way. Ribery is firing after that one. Thuram.
Vur! Allah Allah!
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Back into the middle.
Vursa gol olacak ya.
Here's Van Basten. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Number 6, Ribery. Number 14, Owen. Coming on the field, number 20.
Sport Recife are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ah.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Recife finding their passes. Oh, super find. Thuram.
Olaya bak ya. Olaya bak ya.
Rijkaard.
Vallahi yazık günah ya.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, the shot could be on here. He's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Shevchenko really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Terrific header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Davids. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Roberto Carlos. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Bak ya amına kodumun Nedved niye Alman ya? Niye Alman abi? Ne yapıverem Alman için senin ya?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's through, now is he in? Shapes to shoot! Oh, just like
Rezillik ya.
He can run onto that, pull it.
Besiktas probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution for Besiktas.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 3, Edmilson. Mateus. Coming on the field, number 19, Roberto Carlos. Number 11, Charles.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He gets big! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense.
Hadi iyi geceler Mehmet.
İyi geceler, görüşürüz. Hadi bakalım.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that. He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Griezmann goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Hullet. Shapes to shoot. Nedved.
Bak. Bak amına kodum oyununa bak. Bana gol atsın diye her şeyi yapıyor ya. Tebeler olsun arkadaş. Vursana lan, hızlı vurdum be. Ya bak abi, alıyorum ya, yeminle alıyorum ya.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Owen!
Görecektim biraz daha.
Oh, that was a brilliant.
Uzak
Really
kaldı
looked
abi.
sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the header!
Abi güzel vuruyorsun, güzel iyi yapıyorsun da. Gol de atıyorsun kafayla ama. Niye aşağı vurman abi?
Drogba. Oh, that's well spotted. Well seen. Saw that.
O bile
That's
geçmiyor ya.
great positioning. So good from
O bile geçmiyor abi.
Now it's Owen.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sinir oldum
Maybe
gene.
goalless, but it is not without
Gene
interest.
sinir oldum. Gene
Yeah, the
küfür
tempo
edesim
is
geliyor
strong
ha.
and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Hullet. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Bak amına kodumun topunu.
Hullet. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah.
With an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Dembele. Griezmann. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Bak görüyor musun orayı?
Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hullet. Oh, super find. Thuram makes the interception. Thuram calmly anticipates. And it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a
Aldım ya.
He's in a good position here.
Aldım ya abi.
Davids. Mateus.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's Drogba! He's scored!
Well, there's always a chance
Allah'ım
of
yarabbim
like that
ya.
when you surrender the football.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Bak. Ya götünü niye dönen ya? Hemen vereceğiz pası. Gidecek adam oradan ya.
And they win it back again. Kaka. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Hullet. And now the breakaway. Davids. Picked out brilliantly. And he welcomes it in. Griezmann.
La havle ve la kuvvet.
Could move up again.
Adam önüne geçmiyor ya. Adam önüne
Not
geçmiyor.
gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full.
Owen! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since laying the goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on...
Ne oldu?
He's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half time when you have a contest this good? I can.
And Hoyt! He's delivered all right.
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Onu bile vurdurmuyor bana ya. Şuna bakar mısın abi?
Right on the bootlaces and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yok abi, oyun oynatmak istemiyor mu? Ne yapıyor anlamadım ki ya.
Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shapes to shoot! Fair effort, he reacted well.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a... Owen! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Besiktas clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Vur amına kurumun çocuğu vur ya. Oğlum bak gözümden düşüyorsun bak. İkidir. Ulan Nedved. Yazıklar olsun ya. Bak bak.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And the keeper beats it
Tutsana
away.
elinden amına koduğum.
Now it's Hullet. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but
Bu nedir abi ya?
Besiktas needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Oraya atmaması lazım aslında da. Yürü yürü yürü bismillah yürü yürü yürü. Ha! Cezana versin be. Cezana versin be. Bak bak. Topu attığı yere bak ya.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
Girmeyeyim dedim, yetişir o Nedved dedik, yetişmedi. Ya bu Nedved'i ben keseceğim. Amına korum Nedved'in şimdi, var ya. Ya var ya. Ah yanlış vurdum. Yanlış vurdum topu be. Vallahi yanlış vurdum ya. Golünün amına koyayım. Gol atsam da sevinmem. Ah. Sinir oldum abi ya adama. Ne yapıyor bu bugün anlayamadım ben ya.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So, time for changes on both sides actually. Besiktas take the lead.
Bak bak bak önüne atıvermedi. Atıverse önüne gol la.
Totti.
Allah senin Totti var ya, Totti gibi şimdi seni yeni aldım. Senin coşman lazım. Coşman lazım amına kodumun oyuncusu. Coşman lazım senin. 2 gol gitti.
Well,
Bak,
the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Donuyor oyun, fark ediyorsunuz mu bilmiyorum. Acaba bir şeyler mi yapıyorlar acaba?
And he cuts out the supply. Davids. And he welcomes it in.
Ben anlayamadım ya. Totti'den orada verim alamadım. O şeyden de alamadım oradan verim. Ben anlayamadım bu işi. Sen bari at. Sen bari at oğlum David ya. Bu mallar atamıyor. Sen niye ataman? Oyun donuyor ya. Niye acaba adamın şeyi mi düşüyor? Bakmayı da unutuyorum.
Looking for the run. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And they're back on the ball again. Maradona.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Substitution from Besiktas. Number 17, Padio. Number 3, Edmilson.
Roberto Carlos.
Coming on the field.
Owen is having the time of his life here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ball's out once more. Ribery. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Pass is just off target. And that will be it. Besiktas have done it with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this.
boşuluk.
Ben artık gideyim. Oldu canım, oldu.
Görüşürüz yaşlı teyze. Kendine dikkat edin. Nasıl ama işte. Yakaladım bunları bir görsün var ya. Oho! Yavaş ol, yavaş ol. Rahat ol. Ben seni ağzıma tutarım.
Oo, Seçil Hanım.
Tavuklar. Ay unuttum onları ya. Kusura bakma.
Ya tavuklar.
Ha.
Bana bak. Sen de bir şeyleri bizim eve getirip ondan sonra da unutma hastalığı falan mı var? Bir doktora görün. Tıbbın çözemediği bir hastalık bu. Getir unut, getir unut. Bu ne ya?
Ay tamam tamam. Alacağım onları sen merak etme. Zaten bu akşam size yemeğe geleceğiz. Tavuklar nasıl iyi mi? Bak bir kadın ayarladım. Onları kümese koyacak her gün bana yumurtasından verecek.
Ne kadar iyisin. Sen kurtardın o tavukları var ya, hayatlarını kurtardın.
Ay dalga geçme Çağatay ya. Üf, hayvanlara zarar verilmesini tahammül edemem.
Kesin.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. In with the challenge. Well, the ball just didn't work out. Batistuta! Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Mateus. Now Davids. And it's Hullet. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now that's well seen too. Bale. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Batistuta. Bale. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vitoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vardiol, very much a man of this moment. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. It's a good-looking cross. Neymar. And it's Owen. Bale. And he cuts out the supply. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Neymar, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Neymar. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Owen. Just a kick, and Owen! Well, now it's a Mateus! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Mateus simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
Just eases him off the ball. Driving on and making good progress. Couldn't squeeze it through. Edmilson. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Mateus. The less said about that pass, the better. Thuram wins the duel this time. He can run onto that. Now it's Neymar. And he's straight offside. Priol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Bale.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And it's Ronaldinho. It's Bale! Oh, this looks sharp.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Batistuta. And the shot! Oh, good-looking ball. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kohler actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Well timed, excellent interception. Owen. Messi. Bale. Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Kohler is herring after that one. He's got to be in here! And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Vittoria are looking to break at pace. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Vardiol.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Owen does really well to win the ball there. He's through here. Can he put it away? And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Has a look and place it forward. Vitoria appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Messi. Messi, good spot, he's seen the run.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he latch on to this? And he's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Hullet. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Substituição em campo. Ronaldinho. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
And here's Eto'o. And here's Eto'o. And the counter is on. It's a sweet ball, that. Bullet is wide and looking to get onto this. Davids! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely now, the result beyond doubt.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Besiktas are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Hits one! Mateus! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Short changes him with that pass. Some resolute defending there. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Now it's Owen. And here's Eto. Davids. That has not gone well. Just 5 minutes left. Shapes to shoot! Bullet. Moved on forwards. Could move up a gear here. Zé Roberto. Now it's Owen. That is good alertness. That's a lovely, neat pass. Piqué spots it and intercepts. There will be 4 extra minutes. Gets his pass away. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Davids.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Besiktas are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Davids claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with bullets! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Shot a goal! Owen! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 14.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Piqué gets across to intercept that. He can run onto that. Now it's Nedved. Has a go! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Piqué cuts out the pass. Now it's Owen. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Owen. Now it's Dembele. Davids. Now it's Nedved. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Gets his pass away, fiddles it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Owen, brilliantly cut out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now he's off and running. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he cuts out the supply. Atletico Mineiro trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it. It's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Piqué gets over and intercepts. Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Hullet. Davids. In for a header. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Nedved. Mateus.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Piqué. Ronaldinho chasing after it. Owen. Owen! It's run loose. Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Maldini gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Forwards and with intent. Priol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, they've got it again. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the pass is intercepted. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. He's played him through, and he's managed to get... And a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that was somewhat errant. Ronaldinho hits one!
Besiktas can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. Nedved. Van Dijk makes the interception. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Interesting ball. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Owen. Owen! Rijkaard. And it's Owen. Dembele. He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's found... Chance! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And there's the end of the first half. Besiktas head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each.
Substitution in progress.
The second half then, just getting going. Pinches it off him. Rummenigge. Davids. And it's Hullet. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldinho. Great hit! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Atletico Mineiro get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Davids, and it's played forward. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Now this could be a chance. Big header! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Atletico Mineiro appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling.
Big chance! Goal! Besiktas! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Thuram gets a foot in here. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... And the shot! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And this great chance! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number
So,
14.
time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Substitutions taking place.
Besiktas perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Atletico Mineiro! The lead changes hands again. This is truly remarkable.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Atletico Mineiro go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, perfectly measured. Real chance! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And it's hoisted clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Vardiol has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Atletico Mineiro have their second corner now. In with a header! Backward it goes. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that...
Kvaratskhelia! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Atletico Mineiro looking to pass their way through. Decent hit! Goal! Atletico Mineiro! And they get themselves in front!
Atletico Mineiro clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the up.
He's one-on-one, surely! And he was alert to it.
Atletico Mineiro certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Oh, they can break here. Rummenigge. Kvaratskhelia.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Rummenigge! In he goes again. It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And he was quick to react. Pull it. Now it's Nedved. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Besiktas pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Ah, good steal, he just read it. It's a good spell of possession, this. That has not gone well. Gently done. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele, real chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Owen, and he cuts out the supply. Mateus. Bellingham. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tar gets a foot in here. Interesting ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Has a shot! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now. And here's Hullet. And that's aimed into... And a header! Really well taken goal. Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Seedorf. Forwards and with intent. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Dembele. Bellingham. Now it's Owen. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Hullet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Park Ji-sung.
Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great hit!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very... And the shot! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Chance to finish. And that into... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Besiktas! And the comeback is complete. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Hullet simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Besiktas take the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Short changes him with that pass. Hullet. Vieira cuts out the pass. Mateus. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Seedorf. Now it's Dembele. Little pass back. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. So off we go once more. Davids, who's set up one goal so far. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He could be in here. Now the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They're up to 5 corners now. Goes in for the header! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's the chance to counter.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Thuram cuts it out. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that...
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
The attendance for this
Van
match
Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Has a go! They've got to be quick to recover this. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that has been clubbed away. Besiktas have got it back and they'll have another go.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Doué, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that could set him on his way. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Besiktas can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Substitution for Besiktas, Matthews. Number 23, Neymar.
And it's Shevchenko. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Shevchenko. Substitutions taking place.
Sung. Besiktas still have the cards to affect this game. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. PK. Oh, sweet feet. There's the hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Rummenigge. Oh, super ball. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Climbs up big! Danger averted for now.
Besiktas really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Right, looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, no joy this time. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Besiktas must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Great block, but they're not entirely out of the woods yet. Besiktas get their fourth corner. And he's taking no chances there. Vieira! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And he's there to clear it.
Besiktas have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Seedorf.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gets a good foot in there. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. PK.
Has been indicated.
Adriano is herring after that one. And it's Hullet. Succumbs to the pressure. Sung.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Adriano gets through on his own. And the shot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Besiktas can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
And now,
how do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
This fucking cunt, he never beat me before, and he's saying to there, oh, I beat this guy 3 times. I record already. I saved all what he's talking. I have a record as well. He never beat me before. First time he's beating me. He's a cunt. He's liar bastard. What the fuck you talking about? You motherfucker. Wayne is. Fuck you. I've been watching all his. Orospu çocuğu lan bu. Orospu çocuğu lan bu. Orospu çocuğu lan bu. Orospu çocuğu lan bu. Ben kaçar.